Good afternoon, Team EXOS, Team Adidas. I am your coach today, Coach Gene. I will be guiding you through this 15-minute daily refresh. Now, as you guys have probably done some of these classes in these weeks and months, these daily refreshes is just to give you some energy throughout your day. Have you feeling fresh? Have you feeling ready to go? Just a little bit more mobility and flow as you continue through the day. And we're starting today on Monday, so it's perfect to get up out of that seat, take your shoes off, and do some movement. Now, I usually recommend that you use a yoga mat or just clear out some space, but wherever you are, even if you're just at a desk, it's not going to take too much room. And with these classes, they are more movement-based, so you're not going to be doing too much mobility or rolling on the ground, as we're going to try to create somewhat of a flow. Okay, so feel free, take your shoes off. I wanted to start early just so I can remind everybody what my intent is for the day, and that's just to make you feel as good as possible after we're done with this 15 minutes, almost as if you wanted to go straight into a training session. So you should work up a slight sweat, and you should slightly start to turn that nervous system on, but we just want to get you up out of that chair, get you moving, get you feeling right. Make sure you're moving in the right way and not just twisting that back side to side. Okay, so let's take that space wherever you're at. I'm going to go ahead and get on my yoga mat. Feet can go shoulder width apart or hip width apart. All you're going to do is raise those arms up to the sky and then just pull straight down as if I'm trying to do a pull-up. Right down. Elbows come down, okay, so I'm trying to drive those shoulders away from the ear. From there, I'm going to bend down, so I'm keeping this tuck position, bend down, and then reach to the ground, pull again, come up, and then I start that all over again. Okay, so it's a bit of a flow. Again, we want to start in this tall position, hands are up, almost if you're doing a lat pull down. Okay, so you're driving those elbows down, trying to squeeze the lats. Then you're going to keep this position, this almost W position with the arms. Hip hinge, fold down, reach to the ground. Okay, bend over row, and then stand up. Okay, so we're going to do this for 10. Go ahead and give that a try. So we're trying to activate the arms as well as get a little bit out of the hips. Nice. Just keep moving with me. Again, we have 10 reps. Going at my pace. If you finish early, and 10. Perfect. Okay, we're a little looser now. Go ahead and shake it out. We're going to continue that theme. So let's just widen our base slightly so feet can come out a little past shoulder width. Okay, so if I was here, just a little tiny step out. All we're going to do is switch up where we're going to bend or we're going to flex at. So instead of going arms overhead and then nice and tight going into that bend over row, we're going to go hip hinge first. Okay, arms are going to dangle. We're going to try to reach the ground. Go into a nice deep squat, drive our knees out. Then we're going to go right arm, left arm into a nice overhead squat and stand. We're going to try this for 10. So again, big hip hinge, arms meet the ground, or hands meet the ground, big squat. Try to spread those knees out as if my knees were a Pac-Man. I'm trying to widen that mouth. And then right arm, left arm, overhead squat. Again, come down, hands come to the ground, then you're going to a nice deep squat, drive the knees out, right, left, and stand. Okay, we're going to do that again for 10 reps. Give you another angle here. Reach, come down, drive those knees out, right, left, and stand. 2 more for me. Yeah. So hips and shoulders are definitely activated. You should feel somewhat loose, especially in that groin, internal, external of the hips. Now we're just going to do pretty basic. We're going to reach left to right. The only thing that I ask is if I'm reaching with my right arm, I'm going to pull in with that left arm. Also pivoting on that leg, same arm as I'm reaching, just side to side. Again, we're going to do this for 10 each side. So just keep moving with me. Like I say, we're trying to create a little bit of a flow, catch a little bit of a sweat, and get some energy along with that. Okay? Again, 10 each side, just rotate and pull. So we are getting a little bit of T-spine rotation out of it. But I really want you to emphasize trying to pull that elbow into your rib cage and really get nice and tight with that reach side to side. 10 total. Then make sure you get that pivot as well. And make sure you're planting with that front leg. Pretty good, pretty good. So we've got a little hips, we've got some shoulders, we've got some T-spine. Now we're going to go back to, okay, a little bit more in depth here. I want you to imagine there's a nice hurdle, so a track hurdle right next to us. We're going to go up and over that hurdle, okay, laterally. Then I want you to dip underneath it, adding this nice lateral lunge pattern. Okay, so hurdles here. I'm going up and over. Load that knee, reach through. Chest and head can go underneath the hurdle, and I finish in this nice lateral lunge position. We're going to do 5 total. Here, let me give you another demo. Up and over. Fold down, reach underneath, and then we're back to where we started. So all that sequence, 5 each side. Go ahead and give it a try. All my track athletes or former track athletes, you guys are probably familiar with this one. Opens you up pretty good. Very nice. We're going to start on the other side now. So 5 going the other way. Really try to imagine stepping up and over that hurdle and then sinking into those hips. Really trying to get low as you can. Especially with that torso, don't stay upright. Get nice and deep, you'll feel it in the groin, and then finish where you started. Load, reach, underneath, and back to where you were. Nice. Good. Keep moving. Try to create a little bit of flow once you get the movement. By that I mean, just try to feel the rhythm of the movement. Try not to get stuck like a robot. Sometimes I do that, where I lose my athleticism. Even though it is controlled, we still want to think about being athletic in these movements and being natural. Very nice. All right. Now, let's continue this. Put these dynamic movements together. We're going to go reverse lunge, okay? We're going to add a twist over the front knee. Okay, then we're going to come up. Nice knee kick or this toe off position as if I was sprinting and rotate over that front leg. So reverse lunge. We're going to go 5 each side. Go ahead and give that a try. Four. And 5. Remember, we want to rotate over that front leg. Okay, so our torso and arms are definitely active. Okay, through this movement. Try not to stay completely linear. If you have to, you can. We want to add some rotation with that reverse lunge and that toe off position. Very nice. 5 and 5. Perfect. We're starting to create a little bit of, feel your heartbeat going a little higher, breathing a little heavier. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Now, we're going to reach left hand to right foot. Okay, same thing. We're gonna go 5 each side, so left hand to right foot, and we're gonna drive up to the ceiling, create this nice X position and diagonal rotation. So up and over. Go ahead and give that a try. So left hand to right foot, then I'm driving up with that right side all the way up as if I was launching a shot put. 5 each way. 5, switch it up. And 5. Perfect. Give you a couple seconds more for that. Now we're going to get a little bit more in depth with the shoulders. We're going to go into this high plank position, so that tall push-up position. And all we're going to do from there is 5 each side with this nice big Y from that push-up position. So you're going to walk it out to that nice high plank position, alternating both sides, 5 each way. We're just trying to give some love to the shoulders, also the trunk and core. 5 each way, 10 total. Once you're done with 10, kick the hips up, walk it all the way back to the feet, and stand up once you're done. Okay? Now, next movement we're going to do is called a scat push-up. So instead of doing a full push-up with the elbows are going to stay locked. Okay? All I'm doing really is just trying to move the shoulder blades in and out, trying to rotate those shoulders as I get some. Okay? So you make sure to round that back. Try to push those hands away from the ground. Try to push those shoulders away from the ear. I'm going to do 10 here, okay? So that protraction, retraction of the shoulder is going to be great for any time that you've been in a seated position or curled up, just trying to get those things to move and glide like you want. So now that we finished 10 of those scat push-ups, let's go on our back. From here, what we're going to do, rotate those knees to the side and then just pull across. We're going to go 5 each way, that T-spine rotation, trying to open up that spine. Just get a little bit more work. Create a little bit more flow, switch it up. Very nice. Perfect. Okay. Next movement, we're going to do a single leg glute bridge. The only thing I'm going to do is throw a little twist on it. So right hand is going to go to left knee. Okay, so opposites here. Trying to create some tension, this big triangle to the torso. Okay, and also the knee and the hand. So now I have that stability in that trunk neutral position. Again, we're just going to go 5 each side. That nice glute bridge. Perfect. And then switch it up. Very nice. So 5 and 5, 1 leg glute bridge. Once you've done that, okay, we're going to go to our last movement on the ground. We're going to do a dead bug. So your hand is going to be in the same position, right hand to left knee. All we're going to do from there is just extend. Make sure that low back and belly button is pushing to the ground. Again, 5 and 5. We're trying to create that nice trunk neutral, or we're trying to create that control of the low back and lumbar. Trying to understand how to keep that stability. We just worked on a lot of mobility in the spine. Now I want to be able to brace and get to those positions. Once you finish 5 and 5 on the dead bugs, go ahead and take a standing position. And we're going to go nice drop to base. Okay, so those depth drops just in place. You guys are familiar with base position, which is just I'm in a slightly athletic position or a very athletic position, however you want to call it. My chest is going to be over my knees and my feet. So I'm slightly lean as if I'm going to react to a play or a situation. We're going to drop as if somebody was pulling this yoga mat from under my feet. And I'm going to start with my heels up, hands overhead. And then you're going to drop into that base position. Now I'm going to give you a little autonomy here. Let's try to do that 10 times in a row. Okay. So I'm going to do 10 on my own. You guys can go ahead and follow. Get started. Just drop it into base. Notice how my hands swing down. I'm ready to react side to side, front to back. Another one too, if you'd like to, you can start with those feet a little narrower and then kick them straight out. This is also a really good one for Olympic lifting. Okay, we want to start a little bit more narrow, and then we want to catch overhead, similar to a snatch. Okay, so just slide completely out, get into a little bit wider base for 10 reps. Okay, lots going on there. As you've noticed, you probably worked up a little bit of sweat. We're going to get to the final pieces of this class. So we're going to continue that CNS development. We're going to continue those drop positions. The only thing now is I'm going to ask you, once we drop into that base position, I want you to go ahead and take that gas pedal and give me a nice jump to a land. Okay, we're only going to do this 5 times. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So nice and tall, got my hands up, dropping in the base. Then I'm just going to jump straight up to a nice squat jump and then reset 5 times. Go ahead and try that. So drop it down, getting a nice hold here in this base position, squat jump, and then reset. Again, drop, up, and then back down. Okay, 2 more, 5 reps total. Drop it down, squat jump, and land. Try to land like a ninja, don't wake up your neighbors. Perfect, very nice. So 5 reps, shake it out. As I said, a couple things that we would like, if you could do at home, is just continue to stay hydrated. I know it's getting a little bit more humid. Speaking of just daily refresh, get up out of that chair, okay? Try to move around, pick 5 correctives, pick 5 movements. If it's a squat, good morning, even a push-up, okay? Just put them together, sequence them. I guarantee you'll feel much better. As always, this is recorded, so you can go back and watch, go through it, study it, write it down. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys next time. Mahalo.